with your beat live, you know Lil Juke made it.
Before Sha'Carri and before Flo Jo, my dad was telling me about Wilma Rudolph. I'd never heard of her, and I didn't know who she was. She should be someone that's talked about when the Olympics come up, and people that are talked about from the past. I don't think they really talk about people from the past, like old Olympic players. No. But in our type of situation, because we are like when we start into getting, when the segregation and all that stuff was going on, coming out of that, then we were able to be to compete and be in different types of things, and we just start killing them from that point on. So this is Wilma Rudolph. Now, in 1957, at 16, Wilma Rudolph was in the Olympics at 16 years old in Australia, Melbourne, and she won a bronze for the 4 by 100 meter race, the relay. So that's when she was 16. 4 years later, in 1960, she was in Rome at the Olympics and won 3 gold medals. So you're just going to do like a quick overview of the pioneers before you that made it possible for you, Sha'Carri. And here she is. Job. So they got 3 gold medals for the 100 meter, as she ran in 11 seconds and set a world record. The 200 meter, she ran in 22.9. And she set a world record, and that was a semi. And then the final, she ran the 200 meter in 24 seconds. And then they did the relay, the 4 by 100 meter relay at 44.4 seconds, which was another world record at that time. And they won 3 gold medals. So the young ladies, I thought I had the picture of them, the other young ladies, but the other 3 girls were Martha Hudson, Barbara Jones, and Lucinda Williams. They were the other 3 ladies on the relay team for Wilma Rudolph in 1960 in Rome at the Olympics. So she is the pioneer. And she has a interesting little backstory of the world record that she broke, but we'll go into that another time. Now, on to, let's see. Yeah. On to Flo Jo. Now, Flo Jo is one of our queens. She is one of our pioneers, one of our icons, and one of our, just athletic, beauties. Flo Jo was raised out here in Los Angeles, California, in the projects, Nickerson Gardens. She said that she was born and raised there, and she's number 7 of 11 children. And Miss Flo Jo, we all knew about her. So I didn't know about Wilma Rudolph because I was talking about Flo Jo, one time, in front of my dad. And he was like, well, before Flo Jo, there was Wilma Rudolph. And so I said, what about her? And so that's when I had found out a little bit about her. So Flo Jo is the world record holder. Wilma Rudolph actually commented on her and saying because she didn't pass away till 1994. Wilma Rudolph didn't. Well, she passed away in 1994, so she was able to see that 1994. Oh, yeah. So she was able to see that 1988 Olympic, to where when Flo Jo won those all those gold medals and set the world record, the world's fastest record in the 100 meter that still hasn't been broken. And here is her 100 meter run, where she sets it at 10.49. That has yet to be broken.
Joyner in lane 5. Gail Devers is in lane 4. Lane 1 is open. And quickly, Florence Griffith Joyner blowing away the field in a 10:40.
if you blink, you'll miss it.
Florence Griffith Joyner in lane 5.
Okay, let's do it.
Indianapolis.
Florence Griffith Joyner in lane 5. Gail Devers is in lane 4. Lane 1 is open. And quickly, Florence Griffith Joyner blowing away the field in a 10-4.
So Flo Jo, beautiful. Beautiful. Look at her little outfit. She was, classy. She had her little nails. She had her little piece on. She was just looking too cute in her little outfits and stuff.
49.
So
Wind aided 10:49.
So the 1076 was EVELYN ASHFORD. I think she had set that record at that time. And then 1049. And here they go again. Wind assisted. So again, I need somebody to explain to me what wind assisted mean, because does that mean that first, second, and third, they get, they're wind assisted too for their positions if they won? Somebody explain it to me. I don't feel like looking it up, and I need somebody to explain it to me in the comments. Wind assisted. Why does that always have to come into play? Why? Their wind is going to always be outside, and no matter if it's creeping or if it's kind of, swaying or whatever. Why does wind assistant have to be a factor? Because everybody is being wind assisted. Everybody. So what does that mean? I don't understand that.
Wait a minute. The anemometer says the wind was within the legal limits.
Cannot be. No one can run that fast.
Yes, someone can, and someone did.
Indianapolis.
Florence Griffith Joyner in lane 5. Gail Devers is in lane 4. Lane 1 is open. And quickly, Florence Griffith Joyner blowing away the field in a 10:49. Wind aided 10:49.
Need I say more? Okay, now we're going to go to boom. Let's see.
By Florence Griffith.
Now you have to recognize the ones to come before you and that open the door for you to enable you to be in this arena. And I can see maybe Sha'Carri breaking that record, and she's capable of, she's fast enough, she got the skills and she got the youth and she has the ability. So she may be the one that may get that record. Who knows? Okay, now let's see.
In the field, are not going to mean anything.
This is Flo Jo, absolutely beautiful.
Medal. The Americans.
EVELYN.
Win Torrance in 1.
EVELYN ASHFORD.
Joyner
Yeah, EVELYN ASHFORD.
EVELYN ASHFORD in 6. And there has never been
These are
a
great.
sweep in the women's.
These are great, beautiful ladies. Very athletic and very talented, very skilled.
100 meters. And here's Flo Jo. 6 fastest times in history. Fair start.
Okay, the world record is 10:49, and then the other 60. Okay, I'm sorry, you guys. Okay.
Sweep in the women's 100 meters. And here's Flo Jo. 6 fastest times in history. Fair start. Flo Jo is out. Nuneva goes with her. It is Flo Jo and Nuneva. Here comes Evelyn. Here comes Flo Jo. She runs away with it by 6 meters. 10:54.
10:54. And that's the 100 meter. So she did 10:49, 10:54. Shall we go on? Okay.
That does not affect the color of the medal that she will receive.
Al
Okay.
Joyner, husband, is Florence.
Al Joyner, this is her husband.
Everybody else won't believe because all these Germans are behind her, and she's been training ever since November the 1st just to meet them on this day, and this day is hers.
Yeah, now them Germans was something to contend with. They used to be like a big deal. The Germans had to be, and then come to find out they was on all types of sports, performing enhancing drugs. Somebody tried to pull that with my girl Flo Jo and was like, honey, first of all, they test the blacks. They test them over and over and over again. They not coming in there with nothing. Okay, so don't even try it. Somebody tried to say something in the comments or something on one of her little videos, and I had to check them. Like, don't go there. You know, just accept the greatness. It is what the hell it is. Okay, so
Florence
here we
Griffith Joyner
go.
will be in lane 5.
This is the okay. So we did the 100 meter where she set the world record, 10:49. Then we just did the second 100 meter, which she set 10:54. And this is the relay.
Record holder, American record holder. She did all that.
Okay, now look at my girl. I think this is the 200 meter. I think this is the 200 meter.
And there's the holder. And
Yeah,
it's a good start.
200.
Griffith Joyner already closing the stagger on Grace Jackson. That is her first goal. And here she comes. She'll pick it up as she turns down the straight. She's going after another record. Gwen Torrance is running fairly well outside, but this race belongs to Florence Griffith Joyner.
Boom. There you go. Another world record, 200 meter. Another world record, 200 meter.
It's all right. 1.3.
Iconic. Foundational Black American greatness. So beautiful. That's her husband. Oh, it's so cute. So cute.
Come on, baby, drive down.
So happy for her. That's so sweet.
And now we await the start of the finals.
Okay,
of the
now this is the
4x1.
final. Women's 4x4. Alice Brown, Sheila Echols, Florence Griffith Joyner, and EVELYN Ashford. Okay, so we're going to get straight to it, y'all.
To anchor. Lane 2 is open.
Wait. Okay, here we go.
Lane 2 is open. Jamaica has scratched. Alice Brown closing the stagger on Bulgaria. She is burning up the turn. Here's the pass. It's a good one. There's one down, 2 to go.
Much better than in the semifinal. This is the critical pass for the U.S. Will Flo Jo start out fast enough? Excellent. But they're behind at this point.
That's East Germany.
First of all, how are they behind? Don't the East German, they used to clown them East Germans. They used to get clowned. Don't they look like men? Those are trans men. Lord have mercy. They think they got disqualified for performance enhancing drugs. Hitler, not Hitler, but anyway, like I said, this is looking suspicious. But I would think they side by side. What do y'all think?
To Evelyn. Marley Skur is anchoring, and here come the Soviets. East Germany. Here comes Evelyn Ashford. She does it. 41.97.
There you have it.